Do you want to know how to save thousands of dollars on your U.S. entry waiver? I'm Dan Joffe, dedicated U.S. entry waiver lawyer at NextLaw. In this video, I'm going to reveal proven ways to save money on your Form I-192 application that most people don't know about. In this video, you're going to discover, first, you need to know about the true mandatory costs. No surprises. Second, the single most powerful money-saving secret about your first waiver application, something that could save you thousands of dollars over your lifetime. And third, which optional costs are actually smart investments that can save you money in the long run by preventing costly denials. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to save thousands on your U.S. entry waiver, both now and in the future. Part 1, understanding the mandatory costs. Let's start with the mandatory costs. These are expenses you cannot avoid when applying for a U.S. entry waiver. The base application fee is $1,100 US. You'll also need fingerprints, which typically cost between $50 and $100. For court documents, most courthouses provide these at no cost, but if there are fees, they're usually under $50. However, here's where costs can unexpectedly surge. If your documents need translation to English, you must use a certified translator. I've seen these translation costs exceed $1,000. If your charges involve drugs, you'll need a mandatory drug test. And here's something crucial most people don't realize. These costs aren't just one-time costs. A waiver lasts 6 months to 5 years maximum, meaning you'll need to pay these mandatory fees again when you're applying for future waivers. Part 2, the money-saving secret about your first waiver. This brings us to the biggest money-saving secret of all, something that could save you thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Here's what most people don't know about their first waiver application. When your first waiver is approved, that application becomes your blueprint for future I-192 applications. Think of it like this. A successful first application is like having a proven formula that you can copy again and again. Most of the information, documentation, and evidence can be reused. That's why getting it right the first time isn't just about getting approved. It's about creating a money-saving template that will save you thousands in legal fees and preparation costs for every future application you'll need. Part 3, smart investment versus costly mistakes. Now for part 3, let's talk about which optional costs are smart investments that you can save money in the long run. First, counseling or therapy. While it's not mandatory, here's why it could save you thousands. Your entire waiver application is judged on one key standard: rehabilitation. If you have a criminal record showing specific behavior patterns, therapy or counseling directly proves you've taken steps to change. Think about this. Spending money on counseling could prevent a denied waiver application. It's optional, but it goes right to the heart of what the U.S. Customs and Border Protection is looking for: proof that you've changed. The biggest cost decision you'll make is between do-it-yourself and professional help. Here's a hard truth. Yes, doing it yourself seems cheaper initially, but a denied application costs you 3 ways. You'll lose the $1,100 application fee, you'll lose months or years of potential travel time, and you'll need to spend even more money fixing the mistakes. Remember what I said about your first application being a blueprint? If you're ever going to invest in professional help, your first application is absolutely the time to do it. You need to think strategically when you're looking to save money on your U.S. entry waiver. The real savings comes from 2 things: getting the first application right so you have a perfect blueprint, and making smart investments that prevent costly denials. Schedule a free confidential phone call with me if you need help maximizing your U.S. entry waiver application savings.